home so I can finally speak English again. So, just a short little vloggy update for you. The typhoon passed without incident. I'm not among the people who've had power outages or anything, so I'm a happy camper. Since the typhoon, the weather has been decidedly weird. It's been overcast for the past few days and pretty chilly, and it is kind of fun because it means that I get to break out some of my favorite clothes. But it's weird because I'm not really accustomed to dealing with it being cold here. So I'm sure I can look forward to winter. It is Friday. It's the end of my first week of school. I started on the 21st and thus far it's been amazing. Really kind of weird and really challenging, but just really, really fun. I'm taking 7 classes. See if I can remember all of them. Taking a kanji class, a grammar class, modern pop culture class. God, it's really hard to translate this one into English. Personal experience, which is basically a class full of field trips. An intermediate level writing class. And then I'm taking my core class, which is intermediate level 3A. So I'm in like lower intermediate, which isn't terrible, but it isn't what I wanted. Like, at least it's not like I'm in there and I'm like, this isn't fair! It's just not fair! I'm so much better than this! I'm not. I admit it. I'm only speaking Japanese at school. It's a personal rule that I've made for myself. I try not to speak any English when I'm going to, or at, or leaving school. And I've been doing that for the past 2 days, and it is hard. It's really, really hard. I'm so verbose in English. I'm really talkative. I love to talk. And because I can understand a lot more Japanese than I can actually use, oh God, it just kills me because I just end up sitting there and I know exactly what I want to say, but I don't know how to say it in Japanese. And so I just sit there and I smile and I laugh and I nod and it's physically painful. But every time I do it, I know that I'm learning more because of it, because I want to talk so badly that I actually pay more attention and learn more faster because of how much I need to express myself. So I think it's gonna hurt my soul a little bit, but I'm gonna do it because I can already tell that it's working. So that's cool. So today, by chance, I met up with Yosuke and Tetsuya and Yukina and Kaori, and I ended up going with them to the Gakujikan, which is the building where the international kind of center is. I guess they go there on a pretty regular basis because during lunch period, if you have the time, the English teachers congregate there and they do English speaking practice. And so before I went, I told Yosuke that my personal rule was no English while I was on school grounds. So it was hilarious because it was like 10 Japanese kids all trying to speak English and me and another foreign exchange student only speaking Japanese. It was really, really funny. Like, the only 2 white people at the table who weren't English teachers were speaking Japanese. It was like surreal. It was really, really weird, but it was really fun. Then afterwards we went to the campus konbini and got lunch. Then we ended up hanging out for about an hour and a half afterwards. We went into the Mimikon 8. And it was really fun. I just love hanging out with them because A, it makes me feel like I'm actually learning stuff. And B, they're just awesome. They're awesome people. I really hope that I become more fluent because I feel like every time they're carrying on a conversation, they have to look at me and try and explain it slower and in more simple terms. And I really hope that there's a time really soon that is not the case. I want to be able to jump into conversations with people and make stupid jokes. I want to be able to be myself when I use Japanese, and right now I can't. My videos always end abruptly. Taking off my jacket now. But yeah, that's how my first week of school was. I bet most of you have been in school for a while. So how about we make the question of the vlog, how was your first week of school? And I don't mean this week of school because you've probably been in school for a while. Tell me, like, the first one. How was the first week of school? If you can remember back that far.